Hello everyone, I hope you all are very fine. Today we are going to continue with chapter 12, that is air, water and weather. Today we are going to discuss long answer questions. In the previous video we have already discussed the short question answers, so we are going to discuss long question answers. Only 3 questions are there, so we will focus on that. Let's start. Our first question is asking about the sedimentation and decantation process. It is related to the purification of the water. Okay, these two topic is related to the purification of the water. So we are going to write the definition of sedimentation and decantation. Okay. So, sedimentation is the method of purification of the water in which the impurities that are heavier than water is settled down at the bottom of container, leaving clean water above. That means this purification method is accepted whenever we are having the heavier impurities in our water. Okay, like if we are having the leaf which is lighter and the twigs that used to float on the surface of the water, this process is not applicable for those purification. Okay, this method is always accepted or always taken when our impurities is heavier, like sand particles, chalk powders or any other heavy impurities are there. What happened in this method, we used to stir or we used to mix the water and we let it stable for some time, for 2 hours, 3 hours, and we will allow the heavier impurities to settle down on the bottom of the container, because if the particles are heavy, it will tend to settle down on the bottom. When it settle down, the clean water is always on the top of the upper layer of the water will always be clean as compared to the downside. Okay, the next what we are going to discuss is decantation. Decantation is the process of pouring clean water into another vessel without disturbing the sediments. To explain this, have a look. First, we discuss about the sedimentation. In the sedimentation, what we are doing, we are taking the water, and just now I told you, after some time, the heavier particles will settle down on the bottom of the container, and the above water okay, the above water will be separated on the top of the sediments. Okay, after the process of sedimentation, what we used to do, we used to take these water, okay, into the another container, okay, without disturbing the sediments. Otherwise, if we will shake these sediment or we will move the water very much, then again these sediments will mix with the clean water. Okay, so decantation is always accepted or always taken after the process of the sedimentation. Sedimentation is only differencing the layer, the sediment and the clean layer, and after that the clean water is poured into the another container. This pouring the clean water into the another container is only known as decantation. Okay, so I hope you all have understood. We are going to discuss the second question is, what are the different ways of purifying the water? Okay, so you have to only write the name of the purification methods. Okay, first is boiling. Boiling is the method in which we use to boil the water to kill the germs. Some of the germs can be present in the clean looking water also. If we are boiling for 2 to 3 minutes, then all the germs will die. Next is sedimentation and decantation. Just now we discussed sedimentation is the process in which we allow the sediments to settle down on the bottom of the container, whereas decantation is pouring the separated clean water into the another container. Next is filtration. Filtration and chlorination. What is filtration? Filtration is the process in which we use to take one filter paper and we use to make in a conical shape and we keep in the funnel. Okay, this is the filter paper. This filter paper is having the pore or the small hole that only and only allow to passing of the water. Okay, the holes and the pores are so tiny, it does not allow to passing any sand particles or any dust particle. Only and only liquid water can pass down. Okay, and after that the clean water is stored in downside of the this container, and the sediment will stick on the paper. Okay, sediment or the impurities will stick on this filtered paper, and downside only the clean water will go. Okay, so this process is also known as this is also the process of the purification of the water. Next is chlorination. Okay, chlorination is the process in which we pass or we put the chlorine tablet in that. Chlorine gas is also passed in the water to purify the water, and somewhere that these tablets are also used to keep in the water. What happened after this? After this process, whatever germs are present that used to die with the help of this due to this chlorine tablet. Okay, so how many processes are there of purification of the water? First is boiling, second is sedimentation, third is decantation, fourth is filtration, and fifth is chlorination. So these 5 methods you have to write down. Last question we are going to discuss: how can we conserve the water? Conserve the water means how can we save the water? Okay, so different points are you have to write. It's not necessary that you will write the same points that I am writing. You can write your own points. First number I have written: we should use bucket of the water and a cloth to clean the vehicle instead of the house pipe. What happened if we are using the pipe? Then whatever amount of water is required, more than that amount of water is wasted. Okay, some water is washing the vehicles and other is only wasting. So instead of that, what we have to do, we have to fill a bucket of the water. We have to take the cloth, and again we will soak these cloth into the same water and we will clean it. So instead of 3 to 4 buckets, only in 1 bucket we can clean our vehicle. So other 3 buckets will be saved, right? Second is, do not leave the tap running while brushing your teeth or washing. Because suppose if we are brushing and till that time there is no need of the water, and if the tap will be open, so a lot of amount of water will be wasted. So what happens whenever we are brushing or whenever we are washing anything, and if we are not using water that time, we should close the tap. Next is, use rainwater for gardening or washing purposes. Okay, we can do a lot of things to use the rainwater. We can keep any container in our ground, in our garden, or we can create one tank, cemented tank on our roof of our houses, so that the rainwater will be collected, and later on those water can be used to give the water to the plant. Okay, to wash the floor, to wash the vehicles, or these activity, some activity which does not require fresh water. Okay, in those activities we can use this rainwater, so it will also save our water. Next is, repair leaking tap soon, because if the tap will be leaking, then a lot of amount of water will be lost. So some of the thing we are going to discuss which I have not mentioned. As I told you, you can include your own point also. Saving water in the bathroom. What activity we can use to save the water in the bathroom? Turn off tap while brushing the teeth. I have explained already. Take short bath. That means instead of using the shower, okay, we should fill the bucket first and then we should bath. It will save our water. Turn off tap while applying the soap. When we are applying the soap, that time also the water is on. Okay, that time what we have to do, we have to close the tap and we have to use the soap over the body, and then after we should use the water. Okay, next, turn off the tap after each use. Okay, sometime I have seen that the students are opening the tap and they are doing the other activity also. Until that time the tap is open, it will waste a lot of water. Next is saving water in the kitchen. If we have to wash the fruits and the vegetable, so instead of washing in the basin or direct into the tap, we should fill the water in some of the container, so that the same water can be used to wash all the vegetable and the fruits. It will save our water. Next, sometime we have seen in the cold drink and all our shakes, the ice cubes are used, and at last the ice cubes are melted and it is collecting a little bit of water. That water, instead of throwing, we should give to the plants. Okay. Next, we have seen a lot of water is continuously coming out from the RO. After the purification of water, the impure water used to release out from the back. That water should be collected in any of the container, and later on we can use in the other purposes to wash or to clean anything. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss save water in the garden. Of course. Okay. Water the plant only using the mug. If we are using the pipe, then whatever amount is needed by the plant, more than that also it is used or wasted, we can say. Next is when we are watering the plant, that time when we have to do this, in the morning time or in the evening time. Why? Because in the daytime, if the temperature will be high, the most of the water will be evaporated. So it is better to give the water in the morning or in the evening time. Next is place a tub outside in the garden. Just now I told you, in the garden you can place one container in which the rainwater will be stored and later on we can use. So out of these points you can include any 4 points. I hope after seeing these, after knowing how much water important for us, you will just start saving your water. Thank you so much for watching this video.